Before the battle passes and the neon skins, there was a time when Call of Duty felt dangerous. This was the era of the Galil, the crossbow, and the first time we ever saw the Pentagon under siege by the undead. Does Black Ops 1 still hold the crown as the greatest Call of Duty ever made? Let's get into it. Today, we're talking about the campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. We'll have timestamps in the description for each segment. Let's start with the campaign. This game takes place in an interrogation room, so you're not playing the events as they're happening. It's basically being a story told from the main character, Alex Mason. The game starts off with Mason strapped to a chair, being interrogated by shadowy figures, which later are revealed to be Hudson and Weaver, about a mysterious numbers station. Mason relives memories of a failed assassination attempt on Castro in Cuba during the Bay of Pigs mission. Later, he gets captured and sent to Vorkuta, a Soviet gulag. In Vorkuta, Mason befriends someone named Viktor Reznov, and if you played Call of Duty World at War, you'll know who that is. Viktor Reznov helps Mason escape from Vorkuta, but he also secretly counter-brainwashes Mason to seek revenge against three men, Dragovich, Kravchenko, and Steiner. When Mason was originally captured by Dragovich and all of them, they used a numbers program to turn Mason into a Soviet sleeper agent. They wanted to kill John F. Kennedy, and they wanted Mason to do it. Reznov, the guy who befriended Mason in Vorkuta, realized he was being programmed, so he sabotaged this process by reprogramming him to serve as his own vendetta, replacing Dragovich's task to kill JFK with his new primary mission, killing Dragovich, Kravchenko, and Steiner. Later in the story, the CIA team tracks a Soviet chemical weapon called Nova 6, which Dragovich plans to release all across America using sleeper agents triggered by the numbers program. Near the end of the game, there's a big plot twist that reveals Reznov actually died during the escape from Vorkuta. At the very end of the game, Mason and Hudson storm the Rizalka, a Soviet broadcast ship, where Mason kills Dragovich and stops the broadcast. The game ends with a chilling hint that Mason may have been the second shooter involved in the assassination of JFK. The whole campaign is epic, and the colors and all the different lighting effects in each mission make it very immersive and awesome, and the soundtrack that plays in certain missions, like the Rooftops theme, very epic. Even when you're in the Nova Gas mission and you have the hazmat suit on, that little guitar riff is pretty epic too. The characters, you got Woods, so iconic. He's like in every Black Ops game now, besides like Black Ops 3 and stuff. Bowman, Reznov, Hudson, Weaver. A lot of them started here in Black Ops 1. Awesome characters, awesome soundtrack. The missions are a lot of fun. Nothing feels super repetitive. I will say some missions have like endless spawning enemies. Only a few missions, and that can be quite annoying, especially on Veteran. Now let's get into the multiplayer. Not only is Black Ops 1 my favorite Call of Duty of all time, but this is my favorite multiplayer of all time. Black Ops 1 introduced wager matches, lots of great map variety. You got maps like Summit and Firing Range and Nuketown. They've been remade and remastered to death at this point, but this is where they all started, you know? I love maps like Grid. You haven't really seen that in modern Call of Duties. So many great maps on here. You have the COD point economy. This was epic because in modern Call of Duty you have to like pay real money to get COD points or buy a battle pass and earn it through that way. Back in the day, you get COD points just from winning matches or even doing wager matches, and these allowed you to unlock equipment, guns, camos, face paint. Face paint on here was epic. I wish they would bring that back. I mean, besides Black Ops 4, I don't even remember the last time they brought back face paint. So awesome, and you could buy titles and calling cards and all that stuff. So epic. This game was also the first Call of Duty to let you make your own emblem, and so much creative freedom. And yes, they had to take this away because in later games people got carried away with it and started making inappropriate stuff, but I loved it because I used to make like cool little Mario emblems and stuff. You could put emblems and clan tags on your weapons. That was so awesome. This game has amazing grit and atmosphere, the 1960s aesthetic, realistic military weapons, Everything about this time period, it just looks awesome, you know, especially compared to the goofy, neon bright colored skins you see in modern Call of Duties. Yeah, it's so many great weapons, the MP5K with rapid fire or any other attachment. My personal favorite weapon, the AK-74U with rapid fire, that combo is so lethal. The Galil with a silencer or suppressor, awesome. I will say, the FAMAS and the AUG were notoriously broken and overpowered, especially the FAMAS. That gun is like a slayer machine, you know? The snipers on this game aren't as broken and overpowered as Modern Warfare 2, and I'm pretty sure the developers even confirmed they deliberately made snipers less overpowered on purpose. Honestly, that don't bother me. The biggest problem with Black Ops 1 is it's an amazing, fantastic game, and the multiplayer, almost perfection, but the Ghost perk and Second Chance, to me, that's like the only problems with this game. Ghost, the pro version, you won't even see your name above your head, you know? Attack dogs, sentry guns, spy planes, none of them can even see you, you know? And people used to do like a little trick where you hold a tactical grenade and reposition your body so you look like a dead body because your name wouldn't appear above your head, you know? It was so broken and overpowered, and unlike Black Ops 2 where they kind of fixed it, where you have to move for you to stay invisible, on Black Ops 1 it wasn't like that. It was just so campy and it's so broken, and here in 2026 a lot of people just abuse that meta. Second Chance, the pro version lets you get revived and you pull out your gun, you have invincibility frames while you're getting downed. It's just annoying, you know, to have to waste extra bullets trying to kill someone and they just get revived after they kill you. It's just so stupid. Second Chance, I'm so glad it's gone. It's so annoying. Worst perk ever. And Ghost was just so broken on here, especially back in the day. I will say, revisiting this game and playing lately, I played on the PS3. Lots of fun. You know, you're going to run into your occasional hackers and modders, but I haven't seen anything too crazy. Just like people using God mode and aimbot. One lobby, someone was like upside down shooting and getting headshots, aimbot. I'd say out of 10 matches, that only happens like maybe once, you know? There's still cheaters, especially like Stolen Valor, fake 15th prestigers, you know, who like claim, oh, I'm last prestige, but you check their combat record and they're not. You'll still find good lobbies with good people. I mean, I recently went on a 22 kill streak and a 25 kill streak in 2 separate matches. No skill-based matchmaking, really, and you're just playing normal people. It's a lot of fun, and this is my favorite multiplayer of all time. I just love it. Now let's get into zombies. For many people, Black Ops 1 Zombies is the pinnacle of classic zombies because it balances simple survival with the introduction of deeper lore. You got the main map of this game, Keener der Toten, the atmosphere, the theater of the dead. I just love it. And honestly, this is my favorite map of all time in zombies. Yeah, I know it's nothing like crazy like Origins and stuff, but I just love this map. It's just so iconic and classic, and I could just play it a million times and never get tired of it. You also had 5, which is like another map on here. You're inside the Pentagon, and you get to play as JFK and Castro and others. So that's pretty cool, but the map itself isn't like too amazing, but it's still fun. Doesn't beat Kino. You also had Dead Ops Arcade, which is like a little top-down gunner shooter thing, and you shoot the zombies, collect power-ups, you know, chickens. You can collect them and get them to shoot bullets at the zombies. Lots of fun. I remember back in the day, I got to round 99 and beat it, and it just resets. Like, it just keeps going. But it restarts you at the first level. But they get like hellhounds in there and everything. It's so much fun, and it gets pretty challenging. The best part about zombies on here, 2 hit downs. You don't got no armor. Everything is about pure skill, pure avoiding zombies. No, you know, because when you play the modern Call of Duty zombies, it feels like you don't even gotta try, you know, honestly, with all this BS helping you. Old zombies is actually challenging, and it can get pretty tough in later, higher rounds. This game also introduced new perks like PDH Flopper, which is a staple now. and Mule Kick, which lets you hold 3 weapons. But if you get downed, you'll lose it, and you'll lose the 3rd weapon. It also introduced stuff like the Thunder Gun that lets you blast zombies away. So epic. I just love zombies on here. It's so fantastic. And you got like the DLC maps, Ascension, and Shangri-La. Shangri-La is alright, you know, nothing too crazy. Moon was fun. You know, you got the little cosmonaut who headbutts you and teleports you. So many amazing maps on here. Call of the Dead was epic. Black Ops 1, as I said, is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Favorite multiplayer, and the zombies on here are epic. You can also play the remastered zombie maps from World at War on here. So that's awesome. This is my favorite Call of Duty. It's the GOAT. Go play it. Have fun. The multiplayer lobbies are actually pretty populated, especially on PS3. Very populated, you know. They said there's like 300 plus in Team Deathmatch playlist. The actual player count, it says on the lobby menu, it said like 11,000. Not 11,000, 1,100. But if you go to like the search results, you know, it's different. I can't find a wager match for the life of me, you know. But Team Deathmatch, Free-for-all, Search and Destroy, those modes are very populated, especially TDM. Go play it, have fun. I'll see you next time.